Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are in Gravesend and we're here to look at the final resting place of someone who is, unfortunately, along with George Cornell, probably best known for being killed by one of the Kray twins, and his murder playing a huge part in the Kray twins being put behind bars. So of course I'm talking about Jack the Hat Mcvitie, who was one of 5 children and was born in April 1932. Jack was raised in South London in Tooting, and by the time he got to his teen years had already been into the Borstal system, and then a few years following that he'd already served time in prison as well for various offences. By the time it got to the 60s, the early 1960s, Jack was a known drug trafficker and was an associate of the Krays. I don't think he was a direct member of the firm, but he was someone who the Krays would regularly employ for various jobs and his services, shall we say. But as time went on, their relationship deteriorated and the Kray twins started to get complaints from other associates, and they started to get embarrassed by Jack's actions. So a few years went by, and in October 1967 Jack was invited to a house party in the Stoke Newington area, and the Krays got there early. They cleared out all the guests, and the plan was for them to shoot Jack, but the gun jammed, I think, and they ended up stabbing Jack multiple times. As always, when I visit these places, I rely on the kindness of the guys working here to sort of point me in the right direction generally, because these places are huge. So what I've been told is that his grave is unmarked and he was laid to rest with no writing, and he is in this plot here. But no one seemed to be 100%. Hey guys, so we've popped over to the Evering Road house, which is over sort of Stamford Hill, Stoke Newington way, and this is the address where Jack the Hat was invited to a house party and was stabbed by Reggie Kray. So there isn't a great deal of info on the property online. It's obviously it's a private address, but we'll see if we can have a look at the house and see what it looks like. So the building is obviously flats. Not quite sure where the entrance is to the basement, or the basement property. But that's the actual house. So from what I understand, it was actually the flat in the basement where it happened. So it would have been down here that the Jack the Hat was killed, in the basement. So we are in Bethnal Green, right near the Carpenters Arms pub, and it's the place that the Kray twins bought for their mum Violet. And apparently there was lots of business meetings here and deals done with associates and lots of family parties too, apparently. And it's also the place that Reggie came and had a drink on the 29th of October 1967, which was the day that they'd set up the house party for Jack the Hat over in Stoke Newington. So they came here, had a couple of drinks, and then headed over there. The pub is actually closed for refurbishment. I did want to get in and have a look and check out the bar area, but the guys there didn't know when it would be opened. So if you guys are familiar with the pub, have been in there, had a drink, let me know in the comments below. Hey guys, so we are over Stratford Way and we are down the road that Jack Mcvitie lived in 1967 when he was killed by Reggie Kray. So I'm going to have a quick look at his house and see what it looked like. But this would have been the house, as I said, that he was living in at the time when he was stabbed by Reggie Kray. So I think it is this one on the left, the White Terrace house, which would have been, or is, number 42. So that is the house that Jack Mcvitie was living in at the time in 1967 when he was killed by Reggie Kray. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you could like it, subscribe, and if you haven't checked out my other video on the Krays, we look at their final resting place and we have a look at the Blind Beggar pub, so you can check that one out as well. I will see you on the next video. Cheers, guys.